I'm standing here because a new trailer released for the upcoming James Bond film, No Time to Die. This being Daniel Craig's last outing as James Bond. Overall, the new trailer is great. There are a lot of new scenes added to it. Hopefully it didn't spoil too much for me when I was watching it. It presented a lot more action, a little bit more scenes with Lashana Lynch's character, as well as Ana de Armas's character. A couple more scenes and looks at Safin, played by Rami Malek. But overall, the trailer is nicely well edited and advertised the movie well to me, of course. I mean, I was going to watch it anyways, but it is a really cool trailer. Now, I have to get into some speculation, because, I like to speculate about things. I have always championed the idea that since Casino Royale was basically an entire reboot of the James Bond character, to where from Casino Royale, and especially with Skyfall, we would see James Bond go into these adventures that are more like what we've seen with the previous 20 James Bond movies before Daniel Craig took the reins as James Bond. And with that, I have speculation about the villain, because in some of the scenes in the trailer, he has a very Asian aesthetic to his headquarters. You notice kind of like a pond, it's kind of like a koi pond type of thing, and then like in one of the scenes that shows Safin in the background, there's a temple, and the setting does start in Jamaica. So my speculation to that is that Safin is Safin No, Dr. No. Because from the previous novels and the previous movies, there are a league of these villains that come from Spectre, with Blofeld being the head of that. So it's rather interesting that not only do they reboot James Bond, they have rebooted Blofeld and his story and relationship to James Bond, and possibly with Safin, they're rebooting the Dr. No villain. Although some of these other villains that have been in the previous Daniel Craig James Bond films kind of represented these other villains from the previous James Bond movies. I feel it as though it is like a tribute to those old films. I don't know, I'm just speculating that in the previous Daniel Craig Bond films that the villains were inspired. Like at the end of Casino Royale. Spoiler alert. At the end of Casino Royale, Vesper Lynd would visit a man named Gettler. Gettler had glasses, but one of the sides of the glasses had a black patch, or a black section of his glasses in one of the frames, which I always thought that as a tribute to Emilio Largo from Thunderball. Without going into too much of a tangent, I think Safin is Dr. No. And it seems like Safin has a sinister plan, like the previous James Bond films, where the villain has a big idea to cause chaos and havoc in the world by causing mass destruction of some sort. One of my speculations of what the villain is trying to do is that he was going to kill a whole bunch of people by way of a virus. There's a scene in the previous trailer where there's a whole bunch of guys in hazmat suits, which, if my speculation is right, then it would be coincidental to the fact that we are undergoing a current pandemic ourselves. And if the speculation is to be true, it kind of confirms the fact that one of the reasons why they delayed the release of No Time to Die because of the pandemic is because they have a storyline that deals with a possible pandemic of a virus. My last piece of speculation for No Time to Die is that at the end of this movie, since Daniel Craig decided that this was his last movie he'll do, I feel that they're going to go a different route with this and not do the route of the previous James Bond movies where they just changed the actor playing James Bond. Simply, they're going to end the James Bond story here, but the 007 moniker will still continue on with Lashana Lynch's character Nomi. And that's what I'm speculating and predicting, that the next 007 movies, as what we'll refer to it if this happens, is that Nomi is the new 007 and we'll see movies and adventures through her. And honestly, if this happens, I will definitely applaud the fact that they did this to change it up, you know, to feature a female 007. I mean, she didn't have to be named Jane Bond. She just had to be the next 007. And that's the thing with No Time to Die. I do anticipate the team up between two 00s in this movie. In previous James Bond films, there have been team ups with other 00s, like in the beginning of GoldenEye, in the beginning of The Living Daylights. There were moments where James Bond interacted with other 00s. So the team up between James Bond and Nomi is something I'm really looking forward to see in No Time to Die. And with that, that is my reaction to the new trailer for No Time to Die, and giving you my speculation for the upcoming James Bond movie. Please give this video a like, it definitely helps me out. Subscribe to the SpellGo YouTube channel for more of my content, as well as my upcoming reviews of the Daniel Craig James Bond films. And as always, thank you for watching.